puts Kentucky back on the field, and then Ray Davis, all day Ray. Man, oh man, is Davis doing it up.
This is Tootin taking it to his left, got a seam. Facial Tootin on the move, got some alleys out there. Beep, beep, touchdown!
Back shoulder throw, he's got it. It's Tez Johnson. Johnson, Colin Johnson, touchdown.
Is their defense. Little hole there to the right side, first down and then some. Jeremiah Love, touchdown Notre Dame.
It's Williams in motion, low snap, Melrose stopped. Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Week 0 podcast. It is just Lucas and I right now. Maze Madman might be joining us. Of course, Ryan is at the national championship game, so Josh can't join us. He has to work starting at 9. Sucks for him. So we will in the next 4 hours, probably 5, with commercials. We're gonna have a national champion. We're gonna see a national champion crowned. Lucas, you are actually playing the national championship right now. Who's winning in that game?
I'm getting shit on right now.
I'm
getting shit on. I'm Notre Dame. I'm getting absolutely shited on. Honestly, it's good.
How have you been doing, man?
Good.
You excited?
Got the new setup in here. It's finally actually warm in here because I got some heaters, some.
Is that like your garage or like your new man cave?
It is the new man cave, yes. And
nice.
I am excited for it to be fully done. It's going to look amazing in here. And, go Riley. Touchdown.
There you go. It's funny. I don't think we're going to be not fully paying attention to this game at all, are we?
I mean, depends on how good it is, you know? It could be another Georgia TCU situation.
Did we do? It's weird. I remember the TCU. It's so funny. I think it's just because it was such a blowout. I remember us reacting to the TCU Georgia game, but I cannot for the life of me remember watching the Michigan game from last year. But we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I was there for that one. I think I was working.
I think the only reason I'm not remembering the Michigan is the fact that the reason why I remember the TCU Georgia is the fact that none of us were watching the game by like midway through the second quarter. So, and I was playing video games the entire time, the entire second half pretty much, while occasionally giving my thoughts on the game. And of course, the majority of people watching are watching via Ryan's Twitter. We appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Oh, is this Dr. King's like daughter?
This is going to be a bit of a unconventional stream here. Just usually when we do the national championship streams, we usually have Ryan to shit on for an hour, but
we can't shit on him until after this game.
He's not here, unfortunately. Then we also have multiple people usually join in, but we did not set up anything as far as that goes.
We've just been too busy, and Ryan, because he has no life and doesn't work, he's usually able to help set that up for himself. Looks like Notre Dame is calling. Ohio State won the toss. Can you hear this? I have the sound slightly on my laptop.
I cannot hear it. No.
Okay, I'll leave it on then.
I'm also behind you a little bit.
Oh, do you want me to pause?
Pause it for like.
Well, I'm gonna pause. I'll pause right. I'll pause not after kickoff. I'll pause right before the first play. And then you can let me official first play, and then you can let me know when that's about to start, and then I'll try and sync up with you. Okay.
Fair.
We can do like a time sync. So I'll say it's this time. You can tell me what time it is, and I'll try and match to that. It's very hard to sync when there's not a time sync. So.
Marquise. It's crazy to think that Marcus Freeman is the first black coach to coach the Natty.
It is. I mean, it is kind of crazy when you hear that. You know what I mean? You think.
I mean, there haven't been like a lot of great ones in like, I mean, outside of the last probably 15 years.
The NFL didn't have that until Tony Dungy back in 2006.
Yeah.
Well, he was the first one to win. I think he was also the first one to make a Super Bowl for the NFL, and then Mike Tomlin won 2 years later as a second-year coach. Okay, yeah, kickoff, and not going to be returned. Okay, so I'm gonna like one play go, and then I'm gonna try and match the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch him score.
Notre Dame.
Watch him score in the first play.
On the first play, and we're like, shit. Okay, I'm gonna let one play go, and then once the clock starts, you can let me know when you're caught up. Okay. I'll tell you what time I've paused on. Are you at the kickoff yet?
Yeah, the kickoff already happened.
Okay, handoff. Loss of 3. Okay, I'm at 14:50 now.
Okay, I'll tell you when to unpause. And unpause.
Okay, so they're walking back. So now they're showing
impact players,
impact starters. Okay, cool. Who do you want? FY, now that we're watching this, who do you want to see in the Super Bowl?
I want it to be probably Commanders and not the Chiefs. Ooh, Riley Leonard, tough run.
I mean,
who's the other team? The Bills. Yeah, the Bills. I would like to see Bills Commanders.
Feed families.
Yeah, because I mean, Commanders have a ridiculously good offense. Bills have a great offense. I also really want to see Mariota win a Super Bowl.
That's true. Of course, as a Ravens fan, that'd be honestly kind of hilarious if Jaden Daniels were to make and then win a Super Bowl in his rookie year. And then while Lamar struggles so much. Well, Lamar, okay, whatever. He was better.
I will say, to be fair, the AFC, I think, is better.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. It's so much harder.
For sure.
Well, not even this year, going forward, because unless Allen, Burrow, and Mahomes all, like, drop dead or, end up injured for an entire season, like, it's going to be tough. Meanwhile, like, who dropped it? Meanwhile, the NFC really – the best QB probably is Stafford. Maybe Goff at least was. Jaden Daniels, you could argue, is probably the best QB in the NFC. If he makes the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would definitely say that he's up there. I like Brock Purdy. I think Purdy's really good.
I mean, yeah, I've believed in Purdy. I like him.
he has just really struggled with the offensive injuries that he has had to deal with. It's a big play.
But it really has also signed the fact that he can't do well when he doesn't have when he's missing even just one of the, as they call them the Avengers, right? If he's missing even just one of Debo or Ayuk or McCaffrey, it really hurts him, right? And he's not able to overcome that.
But you look at the rest of those guys, and you could say the same. I mean, when's the last time? Like just any of these quarterbacks. I mean, when they lose players, their best players, they aren't good.
Other than Mahomes, you probably can make that argument because they were without wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, running back 1, tight end 3, and like 2 of their offensive linemen for part of this season, and they still were winning. You know what I mean?
But
you could also say the same thing with Allen not having Diggs and kind of just having a hodgepodge of just kind of random wide receivers.
Right? Who? Josh Allen.
Yeah, not having. Diggs and just having receivers.
My thing about Josh Allen though is that he has James Cook, and James Cook has just run all over.
Up until this season, he didn't have that guy, right? It was
but up until this season, he had Stephon Diggs.
Well, that's the thing. Like he had, so it's kind of funny. So yeah, they had really good receiver. He had a really good receiver, but no running game, but no running backs, right? Now it's switched, and he has really no wide receivers, but he has the
stuff.
Oh, jeez,
stuffed him.
Ooh, 4th and 1 from the 45 of Ohio State. You go for it?
Punt. Absolutely punt.
I don't understand why they didn't. Oh, you gotta. I get the. Leonard just needs to keep that ball. Oh, they're going for it. Leonard needed to keep that ball and go.
This is dumb, dude.
They just needed to go. He just needed to keep that ball and go.
ESPN analytics are dumb. There's no.
Leonard's gonna keep this. Yeah.
Even if they get it,
they got it.
They got it. Even if they get it, I think that's a really dumb decision.
Well, I mean, the only thing is like you're on their side of the 50 at least. It would have been a lot worse if they were on their own side of the 50. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a lot worse.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Okay, and Leonard.
Ooh.
It's around, rolls. Oh,
wide
okay.
Open.
There you go. Every time I see that, though, I immediately a QB rollout to the right like that. I immediately worry they're about to break the cardinal sin of quarterbacking,
throwing it back.
Throwing back across your body, back across the middle of the field. Now, if a guy's wide open like that, it's fine. But half the time you think they're wide open, but you can't get the arm strength on it, and it gets easily picked, right? So
yeah.
Do you want me to actually do like, you know, kind of like re-commentate / kind of read? Oh.
Well, we'll just talk about.
Am I still slightly ahead of you?
23, 9:23.
Well, I mean, the time stopped.
He's looking down.
What's the play clock at? What's your play clock at?
Let me see. 1 sec. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16.
Okay, I'm 2 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
Because I was at 17. I was at 17 when you were saying 20. I just paused it for a quick second. Okay. Hand off. Oh, bounced it a little bit. Ooh, good stiff arm.
What?
Tackle though. Whoa, good stiff arm. Look at this. Just drove him into the ground. Good tackle, too.
Son of a mother.
Leonard keeps again.
Volleyball. He's got to be careful he doesn't fumble. He also hit the ground really freaking hard right there.
Yeah, I saw that too. It looked like his head went straight into the ground. Oh, we got to see if we see Ryan in one of these close-up shots.
Dang, dude, I lost.
That's what you lost. What was the final score?
28-19. Let's see if that's what we're going to see in this one. Are you on YouTube TV?
Yes, I am. Handoff, Love. Ooh, almost got it. Why do you ask?
Because I've been literally using your YouTube TV this entire season.
Wait, my sign-in?
Yeah.
Were you watching the playoffs yesterday, and that's why I kept saying screen limit yesterday when I was watching the playoffs?
No, I wasn't watching the playoffs on it yesterday.
Oh, because I must have signed in for it back in September for when we were at the Oregon game, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god! Oh,
and
on your Xbox.
I've literally just had it on my Xbox all year.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Watch the Oregon, both the Oregon Ohio State games. But I'm watching it on Dish right now on my phone. Oh, Paul.
Oh,
Did he stretch?
He stretched, but I think he's down. Yeah, that was
Dang.
half a yard.
I feel like they put that ball back kind of far. I feel like his whole body was out, but dude, Caleb Downs is so good. So who do you want the Ravens to take with their first round?
Honestly, pipe dream. If the whole scores with, yeah, no, we have likely. We have likely. We don't need to do that. And I mean, it's, but I mean, I know people are going to jokingly say that he's going to be cut. Wow, Leonard got it,
dude. Oh, he is bullying.
I know the joke is that like the Ravens are going to cut Andrews, but he actually has like kind of a big cap hit, and they don't have much cap space. They can save like $11 million on the cap if they were to cut him. Or I'm not sure if they'll cut him, but I think they'll rework his contract.
Right.
Pipe dream. What I think we most need is we need a true like game wrecker on defense, because the Ravens. I saw this. The Ravens have not. I'll finish this.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. Oh, it's on ESPN? I can watch this on my TV. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So that was not 9 minutes and 45 seconds. That drive.
It was a long drive.
18 plays. Wow. That is an imposing game drive right there. Okay. So getting back to the Ravens. We need a game wrecker on defense, because in 8 playoff games with Lamar, take a wild guess at how many turnovers the Ravens defense has forced.
Oh man, I don't know. Probably like 2 or 3.
2. The only one I can literally think of off the top of my head that I can actually recall is the Peters pick 6 to beat you guys in 2020 in the wild card in the wild card game versus you guys. That's the only.
Can you
one
hear my TV? By the way,
a little bit, but it's not that bad. I mean, if you want to turn it down, that's fine. But
I want to be able to hear it. But I just, as long as it's not too loud to take our stream down or something stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is, so
you guys haven't
that's the thing.
Much. Does that mean that you want a DB or linebacker?
No, what I think we need is we need a true game-wrecking edge. That's what we need because we really haven't had one of those since Suggs.
Jordan
Pipe
Birch.
Pipe Dream is trading for if the discourse is real with these two, trade for either Crosby or Myles Garrett. But of course, it probably would take 2 first-rounders to do that at minimum. And Eric DeCosta, our GM, is not going to do that because he's not willing to.
You guys should draft Jordan Birch. He looks like a Raven. Like
What does he play for?
He's a Ducks.
So I mean,
like look him up. He's a big dude.
What's going to happen?
He's like 6'6", 230, 40.
But guarantee what's going to happen. We're going to give Kyle Hamilton. We're going to make Kyle Hamilton the highest paid safety in the league, probably this offseason. We'll probably try. Hopefully, we'll re-sign our Darius Washington, our second safety. We'll probably go. Honestly, I think if anything, we might go safety again, at least, or
go Xavier Watts, get him and Kyle Hamilton together again.
That'd be crazy. Or their big free agent move is doing what they did, went and got Earl Thomas, then they went and got Marcus Williams, and at least both of them worked out for a season, and then they didn't work out after.
Well, the problem was if you wanted a safety last year, the safety market was ridiculous. There was so much talent in the safety market last season.
Yeah, McKinney, but that's the problem is Marcus Williams, he had been injured, but he had played fine. This year he took a massive step back. So Williams is probably gone, right?
You guys should have got like –
I don't think Andrews is going to be caught. I don't think Andrews is cut. I think he's going to get a pay cut. He's going to take a pay cut. They're going to like rework his deal, give him an extension that brings the cap hit down. Because despite what happens – and despite the fact that he actually has, like, people jokingly say, talk about Lamar as a playoff choker, Andrews has just as many bad playoff moments as Lamar does, even before this game that happened yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
like the game versus you guys in 2019. We stop you guys on your first drive. We're driving on the field, and Lamar throws a pass to Andrews, bounces off his hands, and you guys pick it off, and that was the game right there. Like, if we had scored there, I always have maintained if the Ravens had scored that first drive for us and you guys hadn't gotten that pick, we would have probably won that game. But
I disagree because the only reason why I disagree with that is because you guys couldn't. You had no answer for Derrick
Henry. Well, I think if I remember, we had stopped him on the first drive. You guys had gone like 3 and out, at least on that first drive.
Yeah, but you know this now. Derrick Henry is not a first quarter running back. He is he probably had 70 of those almost 200 yards in the second half, I'm sure. Not more. Like, if we looked back at that, like, I'll pull it up. If we look back at that, I'm sure he had a ridiculous amount in the second half. Oh, come on. Don't be stupid. All right.
Well, I mean, we were able to stop Henry the next game against you guys in
because our team was not close to as good. The thing about 2019 was that we were that so going back to the Ravens this year, having the defensive backs, like you were saying, like getting good safeties or whatever would make your team better if you got like another safety or another DB or something like that. Tennessee in 2019 the safety duo with Kevin Byard and Logan Ryan was just ridiculous. And like Logan Ryan just played out of his mind. It was probably the best season he's ever had. And so if you have those two, like if you get another really good safety to pair up with Kyle Hamilton, that's what Tennessee has always had.
And if
like
you,
when we had,
if you, well, and the thing is like if we can put Hamilton back to using him as kind of a do everything safety instead of just playing as a.
I think you guys should have made a play for Justin Simmons last year. I think would have been smart. I also think
that's who I was hoping for. I was hoping for they would go for Simmons over Eddie Jackson. Jackson was Deontay Johnson before Deontay Johnson. He just bitched and moaned the entire time. Played terribly when he played, and just bitched and moaned his way off the team, and they cut him halfway through and they cut him, right? So I had been wanting them to go for Simmons the entire time. I would have preferred Jamal Adams, because at least you could have used him in the Hamilton spot almost as a box safety, just have him run down field, on run plays, and let Hamilton stay back as a normal safety, right?
Yeah.
So
if we look back at that game, the first drive, how much time was in your game, by the way? We might have to resync.
I'm at 5:15 still. Play clock is at 20.
I got to
play clock's at. Oh, are you ahead of me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, since I paused, what time are you at?
4:51, 4:50, 4:50. 4:46, 4:45, 4:44, 4:43.
Okay, I can't see. I'm at 42, 41, 40, 39.
So I'm like 2 seconds ahead of you now.
That's fine. I mean, it's close enough that it's not going to matter. It's not like a big difference. That's fine.
Yeah, I guess. But looking back at this game.
We stopped you guys on your first drive. I know that much.
Derrick Henry had 6 yards on the first drive, 6 total yards. We threw the ball way more than we needed to. Then obviously the interception off of Andrews. The very next drive, Henry went for 9, then 7, then 1, and then 2, and then we got a 12.
These all consecutive drives or all consecutive runs or just –
yeah, those were consecutive runs. So we just ran the ball 3 straight times. No, 4. We ran the ball 4 straight times with Henry to start that drive, and then threw that touchdown where Jonnu Smith caught it one-handed in the corner.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And then turnover on downs by you guys. And then we had the one play, 45-yard touchdown to Khalif Raymond on the play action.
Oh, yeah.
Punt, field goal, punt, field goal. Another turnover on downs by you guys. See, the thing that you guys have been missing too, especially like back then, now you have, a good running back, but you guys just never really had a number one running back. Like Mark Ingram was not like.
I mean, this was the first year Lamar did not lead the team in rushing.
Yeah.
I think that running back for Ohio State stepped out about 4 yards shorter than he actually did.
Oh, for sure.
I swear it looked like he stepped out of bounds right after that first hit, but they gave him 3 extra yards on that play. That should have been like a 1 yard gain. That's just bad refereeing right there. Oh no. I was worried number one was about to pull his ass down and get a penalty there for tackling him out of bounds. Okay, I'll be right back.
Judkins down to the 25. Direct snap to Jeremiah Smith. That's not a call that I would have called.
Okay. Sorry about that. Do some laundry. How's the weather there?
Cold as shit, but clear.
Meanwhile, we're actually supposed to get some snow here in North Carolina, of like a few inches worth. Okay, coming up on 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Rose.
Oh, try to get some more yards, Ibuka. What are you doing? Quinton Judkins had a big play for like 20 yards.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's how they got into this position. Oh, they do the power. See, so if we look at the Titans, this is how I want this shit to play out.
Oh yeah. So yeah, let's talk about you guys. First round, number 1 overall pick, right?
So if we look at so let's actually I want to. Dude, I saw a I think it was Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
Had a draft prediction that we're going to trade the number 1 overall pick to the Steelers for George Pickens and TJ Watt.
What?
Yeah.
I don't. One, honestly, the Steelers probably wouldn't even think the number 1 overall pick like Watts. Watt's probably worth like 2 first-round picks by himself. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's what they would be thinking.
Yeah, but not the number 1.
I mean,
but they don't have as much of a desire to get. I mean, maybe they would get. They'd probably get Travis Hunter if they had the number 1 overall pick. But so
Steelers or you guys?
Steelers.
See, the thing is like I know the joke is like there's teams that should blow up, but the Steelers really I feel need to reset. I think they need to rebuild, but the problem is like Art Rooney II, whatever the hell his name is too proud of an owner to do that.
Well,
right?
And what they always do every single year is get to the playoffs. So it's like it's one of those situations where are they just happy to make the playoffs every year? Is that like it seems like they're just happy to make the playoffs.
Standard is the standard. The standard is the standard. So, I mean,
so looking at the Titans, right? So last time Brian Callahan, as the offensive coordinator for the Bengals, last time he had the number 1 overall pick, they got Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Logan Wilson in that draft, which was a great draft for the Bengals.
Yeah, absolutely.
High hopes there. We also have the assistant GM for the Chiefs as our GM now, so I think that's huge. Winning culture. How I want this to go down, because I don't know what our 2nd round pick is. We have picked.
You're 33. You should, unless you traded it away for somebody. Should be 33.
Let's see, because I genuinely don't know. I mean, with all the trades that we've made and everything that's happened, I have no clue. Of course, this is being slow as all get out.
The Ravens are picking 27th. So
yes.
Yeah, Ravens picked 27th. So it's definitely going to be
what just happened?
So, honestly, I think their biggest need is they'll go
my TV turned off.
I think what the Ravens will do, or I think what they should do, is go try and maybe go left tackle, because they did this past offseason. Sorry, I waited until. Can you hear me?
My TV turned off. That was good. So
can you hear what I said?
No.
Or now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I think the Ravens will do at 27, or what they will try and do, is they went young. They went younger at offensive line. Ronnie Stanley, their left tackle, he is a free agent. So either they move Rosengarten from right tackle, easy touchdown, high stakes scores, easy walk-in touchdown, wide open. I'm ahead of you still.
I'm behind you now. All of a sudden, that was weird.
What the hell? So either they move Rosengarten from right tackle to left tackle, because he served as Penix's. Not Penix. He served as the. Never mind. I'm trying to think. What the hell am I thinking? Either way, I think they either go offensive line or defensive help in the draft. Especially drafted in that late in the first round, you're not going to be able to get, a supposed difference maker. You know what I mean?
Why can I not figure out what the fuck our draft picks are? This is pissing me off. So I think we go. This is my perfect scenario. With our first overall pick, we keep it, and I think we draft Travis Hunter. Then we go Hunter with our first overall pick. Or I could also see us going with the Penn State defensive end. His name is blanking me.
Penn State offensive lineman.
Defensive end.
James Pierce? No, that's Tennessee. Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I could see, I would like to get Abdul Carter as well, but I think we go Travis Hunter. Second round, I would love for us to go Will Howard in the second round as our quarterback to replace.
I think I saw it. So you guys have this is a mock draft, but this is showing that you guys have number 1, you have 35, but then you don't have a third round pick because you traded it.
So I see it now. We got 2 4th rounds, 2 5th rounds, a 6th and a 7th. So if we pick 1, Travis Hunter, pick 35, Will Howard, pick 101, I think we take a safety. Pick 118, a linebacker. Pick 140, an offensive line piece, probably 166.
You're actually pretty close to this mock draft. This mock has you taking Cam Ward 1, Trey Harris with your second round pick.
I like Trey Harris.
You're taking a tight end at 102, a safety at 119, which is what you said, a D lineman at 140, a linebacker at 167, and then offense the next two picks, and then a D lineman again. Now, if
I really want Will Howard and Travis Hunter, that's like my dream.
Now you guys obviously need a quarterback. I just wonder whether maybe you decide to.
I really don't think Cam Ward is worth a first overall pick. I really don't think he is.
What I'm thinking is, what if you guys trade the number 1 pick, trade back a little bit to like trade with the Raiders. I don't know what they're up there. I think they're in 5. Maybe you trade with the Giants. I think they're outside the top 5, right? And you get back a first. You get back their first, maybe a first next year, maybe a second, and then maybe a third this year, right? That way you get a third back. I could
dream scenario.
I could
dream scenario is we trade with Cincinnati for Joe Burrow.
Hey, I'd be totally fine with it because I would be totally fine with it because that would pretty much just guarantee the Ravens just win the AFC North for the rest of Lamar's career.
I mean, it's not impossible.
I mean, granted with how Cincinnati is and how Mike Brown operates, I could totally see him pulling some shit like that.
Oh, yeah, I think, and there's also a possibility that we get Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, I think the Jets are going to walk back with him. The other thing for me is
he's not staying with the Jets.
I just don't. I mean, his season was okay. Actually, like statistically, his season was fine, but just all the outside noise, I just don't think that's going to help you guys. I just don't think that's.
You think his outside noise is worse than Travis Hunter's?
Travis Hunter is a rookie, okay? Right.
Yeah, so he already has a lot of outside. That's not.
Yeah, but I'd rather deal with that than with the guy who's supposed to be leading your team, right? And is supposed to be the leader of your team, pulling all this bullshit, right?
What is he doing? And voicing his opinion?
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the whole thing, like him going to Egypt, not taking in not accepting accountability or responsibility about the team's poor play, or accepting that he's the reason why the team's not doing as well.
I don't think he was the reason, though. Truthfully.
Well, I mean, he definitely was blaming other guys for bad plays, right? Saying the guy ran the wrong route or something when he underthrows it by 10 yards. Mike Williams,
I like him.
I think you'd just be right back where you are. You'd be like.
I think he's a great bridge quarterback. I think. Sure. We did the experiment. We did the experiment with Will Levis, and he sucks. Why not bring in Aaron Rodgers as a bridge quarterback for the guy that you draft this year? Because they're going to draft a quarterback. There's no ifs, ands, or
quarterback. But I mean, a bridge quarterback. The one thing is like.
And the problem is,
I just think the problem is I'm not sure if you think Rodgers is gonna be a good bridge quarterback. I just think he's gonna not be able to get you out of the doldrums of the conference or out of the doldrums of the division. I think
I'm not planning on winning the Super Bowl in 2025. If that's what you're saying.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying if you're trying
I don't even expect us to make the playoffs, but I want a better bridge quarterback, because what we keep doing, what we did was Tannehill didn't play great, and then all of a sudden Will Levis goes in, we just threw him into the fire, and then I don't like.
Well, the funny thing is, if anything, he did better at the fact you just threw him into the fire, threw him in the deep end at the end of that not last year, but the year before. Remember, he had those 2 or 3 games where he looked really good. He had that 4 touchdown game, right?
Yeah, but he was a guy that he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready, and they threw him in too quick. He had a great game against the Falcons because nobody had film on him, and he's completely different quarterback than Ryan Tannehill is. And I didn't like that we did that. I would rather us get Aaron Rodgers and then draft a guy in the second round. Let him sit.
So you don't like any of the quarterbacks with that are considered first round picks this year, do you?
No, not well. I mean, I do, but not for the number 1 overall pick. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are worth a number 1 overall pick.
Because
I think it's crazy.
It's not like there's a Trevor Lawrence or an Andrew Luck that's
or a Joe Burrow or there's none of those guys this year. I mean, maybe you could say Cam Ward, but he scares me. Shedeur Sanders, he scares me. I don't see them as number 1 overall picks.
Now, if you guys were bold enough and if you took Shedeur, would you be willing to deal with Deion as your head coach if that meant Brian Callahan was gone?
That would not happen. There's zero chance of that. I'd bring Deion in as an assistant. But the problem is he's not even better. He wouldn't be a better defensive coordinator than the DC we have now. So it's where would you put him?
Deion wouldn't be the DC. He'd be the OC. Or be the head coach.
Why would he be an offensive coordinator? He's a defensive-minded coach.
Which is ironic with how bad Colorado's defense was, at least before this
year. Yeah. Our OC or our DC is really good. Our OC, I don't even know who our offensive coordinator is. I don't even know if we have one.
Is it Callahan? Maybe
I think it's just Callahan.
That's the issue with sometimes bringing in offensive-minded guys like that is they want to stay as OC and call the plays, and that takes their attention away from the rest of the team. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I think it's dumb. I think that's a very stupid decision to do something like that. But I think we do have an OC. I think Callahan just calls plays. But our DC is fantastic, and you guys shit the bed on that one.
Well, I mean, our defense got better as the season went on. And he was an assistant to start the season. He was an assistant. I do think you guys finished with the best pass defense in the league, didn't you?
Yeah, we were number 2.
Number 1 and number 2. So I mean, that's good for you guys. Which
is ridiculous because literally the entire season
bad for part of the season. He actually wasn't good.
Who?
L'Jarius Sneed, wasn't he bad for part of the season?
He was injured. He was injured. I think he only played in 7 games.
And he was
injured. I
remember
he was injured all season. Chidobe Awuzie was injured all season. We were down to our 3s and 4s at corner, and luckily Jarvis Brownlee, a rookie that we got, turned out to be extremely good. And he was the most penalized corner in the NFL this year, but he's just super aggressive, and I like that. And so he turned out good, but yeah, I mean, the number 2, which is crazy because that same guy, he had the number 1 pass defense with Baltimore, the number 1 pass defense with Philadelphia, and then came here and had the number 2 pass defense. This guy, this guy is just I don't know his name.
Wilson. Yeah,
but his like pass defense philosophy is just ridiculous.
Yeah, because Weaver went to be the DC for Miami. Their defense was decent, if I remember correctly. And then I think Mark Wilson's your DC.
Yes.
And I mean, everyone's, everyone, of course, all Ravens fans, when the defense was sucking, was like freaking the fuck out, saying, we had made a mistake not firing John Harbaugh and keeping Donald. I do think Harbaugh's unfortunately close. Like if we have if what happened this year has happened since Lamar got there happens again one more time, they come up short in the playoffs or something.
Yeah,
I could see him being gone. The Ravens are like the Steelers, though. They're not willing to
let him go.
Well, they're not willing to make wide sweeping changes because that kind of goes against their philosophy. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, people say, the Steelers have only had 2 or 3 head coaches in their history. Well, the Ravens, sure, it's a lot shorter, but next year's going to be their 30th year. 2025 will be 30 years from now. They've only had 3 head coaches at that time. So,
yeah.
Okay. Your TV is really loud. I can hear it through your.
You can hear it now?
Yeah, I can easily hear it. So, sorry. Maybe that's me. Is that me?
I don't know. I just turned it down though.
I have my sound all the way down on my stream. So, I mean, I could see it eventually happening, but I don't know. I was of the belief that this year we had to get to at least the AFC Championship game again for me to keep Harbaugh. But the funny thing is, the game yesterday, the loss is not on him. It's not directly his fault. You know what I mean?
Right.
And funny enough, even last year's game wasn't even fully on him. But at some point, you just got to try something new, try something different. Imagine if the Ravens were okay, cool. Well, they announced that they fire Harbaugh, and then Ben Johnson's oh, so I can either go with a Caleb Williams, who's didn't have the best rookie season and is playing and is on a franchise that is terribly run top to bottom.
Very
or
bad.
I can coach Lamar. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, I think I was actually really surprised that Ben Johnson decided to leave.
Went to the Bears.
Yeah, so, I actually thought that he was either going to go to the Raiders or just stay.
Well, at least going to the Bears, at least they have a quarterback. They have weapons and the makings of a good offense potentially, right?
Yeah.
Raiders,
unless
they have no. Who do they have? Jacoby Myers. I mean, okay. Brock Bowers was unbelievable, right? And he's probably now the second best tight end in the league, maybe behind Kelsey, right? Already as a rookie. I mean, so you have at least one good offensive weapon, but I totally get him going to the Bears. Either way, it's going to he would have been going to one of 2 or 3 organizations, if he was considering the Patriots or the Saints, that aren't that well run, or just usually aren't. Like, people might say, the Patriots, they were well run, but that was more Brady and Belichick. I feel like that was kind of
I think it's more of like the market thing, because like Vegas is a ridiculous market. So
yeah,
I felt like that was why he would go to Vegas. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much. It'll be interesting to see with the Bears. I mean, obviously Caleb Williams could be really, really good. And they have some good pieces. They just need a better culture, and maybe he'll bring it there. I mean, obviously, like, it's hard to have a better culture than Detroit Lions this year. So, I mean, if he brings that same kind of Dan Campbell energy, then they can be really good.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, it's definitely interesting what to think. Ooh, just ran that defender over. I mean, it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens.
Who do you think ends up with the number 1 pick next year? Who do you think is the worst? What do you think is the worst team in the NFL?
If honestly, and I'm not sure if this is a cop out, but I think if the Patriots had kept Gerard Mayo, I think it would have been them. But I like them hiring Vrabel. I like that move.
Dude. Vrabel's a fucking G.
Like Vrabel with you guys showed he can do more with less, and I think that's always a plus in the NFL.
Oh yeah,
when you show you can do that consistently, right? At least with the team, and then obviously that's also said. Oh, that's always a good thing for That always kind of looks like good for QBs, right? That was always kind of the joke with Lamar, at least for like. No, maybe not 2019, but like 2020 and 2021, when he was thrown to Deshaun Watson, or not Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Jackson and Demarcus Robinson were like his top 2 wide receivers in 21, right?
Yeah.
And he was still able to, at least was having the Ravens at like a position where they were in contention for the division and like the first overall pick that year. So, honestly, the Saints are one.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think it's gonna I think for sure. I think it's between 2 teams. I think Vegas is gonna be really bad because they have Brock Bowers. That's about it. And then I also think the Jaguars are going to be terrible.
Oh, right. Good call. Yeah, because I don't know who the Jags are going to sign.
It looked like they were doing interviews with a few guys, most notably Saleh, but also Patrick Graham, the Raiders DC, and Buccaneers OC Liam Cohen.
I mean, unless I don't recall the Raiders defense being actually that good. I don't think they were.
Yeah, I don't think they were either.
I remember that was like everyone thought their defense was going to be good, but it ended up not being good. You know what I mean? It was kind of like Washington's defense. It was like everyone thought the Washington defense was going to be good last year, and then they were actually the worst defense in the entire league last year. So, yeah, there's that. Jaguars are a good call because I don't know who they're going to go for. And honestly, like, I'm like really, really close to just selling all my stocks on Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I'm done. Yeah, he's gone. He's
Are
terrible.
you done? Also,
He's
are
terrible.
you done with? I know he's your guy because he's from Oregon. Are you kind of done with Herbert? Are you like?
No, absolutely not. That guy's a freaking animal. The problem was he just had a bad game in the playoff, and it is what it is. It happens. But that guy is literally.
But I think you can't say he's a top 5.
How? Why?
Because he's now in 2 playoff games, blown a 27-0 lead, and then thrown 4 picks in the other game. And this year, statistically, it was good, but it wasn't like great.
It was great. He only threw 4 picks in this season.
I think he actually threw 2.
And he had over 30 passing touchdowns. It was great.
No, he had 23. He was like 23-3. Like he did not actually have like that. His passing yards. Here, let me look it up.
I swear he had like at least 28.
No. He didn't even throw for 4,000 yards. He had 23-3. He had 1 game, 2 games over 300 yards passing. I think for the season, he averaged. Let me see this. Is there a way for me to like look at what it was? I think I saw his like passing yards like on average was like 220 passing yards a game. I think he's I guess you could say he's maybe top 10, but I don't think he's.
I don't know how you could say he's not a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I don't know how you could say that.
Because I take
because
the rest of the other 4. I take Mahomes, Lamar, Burrow, Allen above him. I'd probably still take Stafford.
You would take Stafford over Justin Herbert?
I think I would just take him because Stafford has shown.
So you're putting so much into playoffs.
Well, not even that. Like regular season, like Stafford statistically has always been really good in the regular season. If you want me to not just do that, the other 4 guys I listed have all had crazy good statistical regular seasons.
Stafford didn't have a better season than Justin Herbert.
I'm talking about overall, like in their career. Is he down?
For one, Stafford has played like almost 20 years.
Yeah, let me see.
So it's hard to even compare that. But if you look at this, like Stafford, he has.
Okay, so Stafford was only 20-8 had about the same passing yards.
With less passing yards by about 100 yards, about 50.
I mean, his first year in LA was really good. Obviously, he's been kind of whatever, actually. But I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't think you could put him. I think the only
honestly,
if you're holding playoff games against him, how can you not?
I'll take playoffs out of it. Okay. I'd still take the 4 other AFC guys ahead of him. Lamar or Mahomes, Allen, Burrow.
I'm gonna debate you on Josh Allen.
What?
I'm gonna debate you on Josh Allen.
Taking Allen, taking Herbert over.
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say either one is better than the other. But I don't. That's what I'm saying. Is like I don't think Josh Allen is better than him, and I don't think Justin Herbert is better than Allen. I think they're on the same level.
I wish people were commenting about this. We have 116 people watching, and they're not commenting. Jeez.
They're probably on Ryan's thing, but
yeah, I mean they are. But still,
that's how.
I mean, Josh did great this year with,
He did, but he also has three. He also has.
Both of them were kind of in the same spot. They had to do more with less, and Allen was able to do that. Allen's had, he's been in the league, what, 3 years longer? 2 years? Because Herbert was Herbert 2020 or 21. I always get that mixed. He was 2020. He was 20.
So 2 more years.
Allen has 2 more seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And, but even if you do that,
So if you take away those, this is something to point out. Allen has, what is that? 119 total turnovers in his career.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot. He has 80
gunslinger his first few years. He was reckless with the ball last year, and that's pretty much the only reason why he didn't.
Not only that, but 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row, he threw 14 or more interceptions. 3 straight years. 4 straight years, he threw
fantastic
10 or more.
With that.
He had a great year this year, and he's probably going to be the MVP just because they don't feel like giving it to Lamar again.
Well, the funny thing about that is the Lamar made first team All-Pro, and the issue is that the All-Pro voters are the same guys who vote for MVP. So, and Lamar was first team All-Pro by a sizable margin. He got 30 first place votes.
I think it should go to Lamar. Lamar just had a better season than he's ever had. This is the
statistically,
as a quarterback, this was the best year that he has ever had.
Yeah. So it'll definitely be interesting. I'd still the other thing is sure, you can argue, Ohio State. Sure, LA was being held back by Staley, with some of the mistakes and stuff, and the fact that, the team wasn't that good. Right.
Right.
I still would take, I know I'd be willing, if Allen was even playing how he used to play before this season, I'd still probably take him.
But you look at
over Herbert.
And the thing that Allen has over Herbert is the running ability. And I know that for sure, obviously. But Justin Herbert
can do it at times.
Mm-hmm. He still has a lot of rush yards in his career, touchdowns, not nearly as much fumbles. Allen has 35 fumbles in his career.
I'll just put it this way: if I'm not going to be fully out, but I'll be pretty close to out on Herbert if the same thing happens again.
But tell me this, who's your top 5 quarterbacks of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time.
No particular order. Brady, Manning, probably Montana. Because I don't want to go all contemporary, like recent QBs, you know what I mean? But maybe Elway, maybe Mahomes. It's probably already top 5. And then is that 4?
That was
maybe
Breeze. That was 5.
Oh, that was 5. I say I already lost count.
So I think
I lost count. Sorry.
So a guy like Dan Marino, right? Who was a gunslinger before
all of these play calls by what the hell was that play call by Notre Dame? What the fuck was this?
He just
what was this?
It looked like it was supposed to be like.
Oh no, it hit him. Oh my God, Notre Dame got so lucky there. Damn, it was. I thought it was like
it hit
speed.
the. Oh,
hit him on the way as he ran past.
yeah.
The snap was late. Oh, that was
He's
supposed
so
to go right
lucky
in
he
front.
picked that back up.
I know. I was so confused. It was like because all of a sudden I just see the guy 89 on the ground with the ball. I'm like, did they just try and do like a weird
like snap it to him like on purpose?
Oh, good tackle. Good tackle.
You should pause it for like half a second.
Or am I still slightly ahead of you?
You're like a whole play ahead of me.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Here, once the play clock. Okay. Here, I'll stop it when. Okay. I'll stop it once the play clock starts and it's down to 20 seconds. Let me know when the play clock is to 20, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so they're about to line up. Play clock's probably about to go. Well, it's still at 25. Okay, 22, 21, 20. Okay. Let me know when it's at 20. And
Damn, Will Howard is 9 for 9 right now. That's crazy. And unpause.
Okay, I'm at 17, 16, 15.
Okay, so 14. I'm just 1 second ahead of you now, but that's fine.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. I still think Herbert is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now.
Honestly, at this point, I'd take Jaden Daniels over him. I trust it.
Yeah, but I have a hard time with that, and that's only because he's
a rookie.
The thing about rookies nowadays, and you've seen this year in, year out, is that you just don't like teams have had a hard time planning for these rookies for whatever reason. That's why every single season you're seeing like a bunch of rookies do really, really well in their first year.
At least one of them.
Yeah, at least one of them. And then you see him kind of fall off in their sophomore slump, like CJ Stroud. Like he just has
I was going to say kind of like Lamar, but then his sophomore season he won MVP. So like that.
Right. But the problem with Lamar, the problem with Lamar is that he is a man amongst children. Like that guy, he's a different human being. And like, I think he's better than Pat Mahomes. I really do. I think Mahomes, there's a lot of things that Mahomes can do that Lamar can't do, but there's a lot more that Lamar can do that Mahomes can't do. And unfortunately, the one thing that Mahomes can do that Lamar can't do is win playoff games and Super Bowls. Which really, in the grand scheme of things, is the only thing that matters. But Lamar's a better athlete. He has a great arm. I mean, he proved it all year this year.
Everyone says
sling the ball.
Yeah. I mean, Mahomes has a great arm too. I think that's the thing is like everyone thought looked down on Lamar's arm and passing ability, but really like Lamar has a really strong, underrated arm. Like it's always a surprise. I feel like it's a surprise with how far he can actually fling the ball when he puts effort into it. But the thing is, like you said, it's just you have all these whether it's Lamar getting tight, antsy, whatever it is in the playoffs, just trying to too much hero ball. I don't know. Like
sometimes he tries to be Superman when he doesn't need to be. And I thought this was going to be the year that really changed that because they have Derrick Henry. I thought he was going to be like less of a Superman, but he was playing like he didn't have a top 2 running back in the NFL.
Well, the other issue is that the Ravens never won a game where Lamar had a passer rating under 114. So he pretty much always, even with Henry, he still had to be pretty much perfect for them to win.
And that's probably more of a testament to your defense.
Well, the defense being so bad to start the season, yes. It got better as the season went on. Definitely got better as the season went on, but I don't know. We shall see.
Who do you think is going to be the number 1 overall pick next year, like player-wise?
You mean this year or 2026?
And the 2026
Arch.
Do you think it's going to be Arch?
Despite the, he's. There's a friend of mine, or there's a coworker. He's a Giants fan. He legit just he's a Giants fan. Like I said, he wants the Giants to trade their pick, whatever it is this year, trade back, collect some more picks, just tank for Arch Manning next year.
My dad wanted us to do that too. Tank. He said we should trade away our first overall pick and then tank for Arch next year. I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
The biggest issue for me, obviously, the biggest issue for that is, right, he's had so little playing time, and now he's going to be the starter, right? If he struggles, like, is it just because he's a Manning that he's going to get number 1 overall pick, like, automatically, right?
Yeah, I think the number 1 overall pick should be Jeremiah Smith.
I think he's not next year. He's 2027.
I think he can still go in next year, can he?
No, it's 3 years. He's a true freshman.
Is he a true?
He's a true freshman. So he has another. So he would be 2027.
He'll be the number 1 overall pick when he goes out.
I can see it. Maybe.
That guy's not human.
Phil was like, "Yeah, you're doing it live." Yes.
Phil finally responded after an hour and 20 minutes. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I was about to say that. I'm literally about to send him that. I literally just sent that GIF. Well, I guess Phil's finally going to join us literally 5 minutes, like less than 3 minutes before halftime.
Give us his thoughts.
Give us his thoughts. And we get to sit here, watch as Ohio State wins the Natty.
We're gonna sit here and cement our 12-team playoff right now, Connor. You ready?
For next year?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna write this down. We'll probably end up backpedaling on it, but during the national title, this is gonna be who we think
are gonna be in the 12 team next year.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Starting out, 12 seed. Okay. 12 seed is an automatic bid team. Who do you got?
Automatic bid?
Well, I mean,
you're talking about
not necessarily, but it's not necessarily. But
group of 5 or something.
Who do you have as the 12 team? Number 12.
I'm just trying to think of like a group of 5 team that I think could like carry over good play. Oh, good tackle.
All right, I'm gonna
through next year. How about you go first?
I'm gonna pull up the top 25. We're gonna look at how it ends. This might be the AP, actually. No, it should be the top 25.
Because here, let me look.
My shit is being so slow. All right. Top 25 at the end of the season before the college football playoff, obviously. And all the bowl games, which I don't think the bowl games really matter all that much.
Honestly, automatic bid.
They were so close to being 12-0.
UNLV. Yeah. I could see. Well, unless I'm not sure if he's back, but if Daly's back, I honestly could see a legit argument for Army.
Oops, that's not the button I meant to hit. Let's go here. Bryson Daly is a senior.
Never mind.
However, this Dwayne Coleman guy, he was the guy that went in when Bryson Daly was hurt. And
he was pretty good.
He is a stud.
Will Howard still does not have an incompletion. He is 13 for 13, 138 yards and a touchdown. Ohio State. 14.
He dropped it. He dropped it.
I spoke too soon. Oh, they dabbed each other up. They were like,
the almighty jinx.
But I like this. This is just good play by both of them. Great play. That's Watts. Oh my God, that's like wow. They both had their hands on the ball. I like how they dapped each other up. Like, good job, dude. Wow. Give me.
I like the Army. Let's look at. They don't have their 2025 schedule out.
No, go to fbsschedules.com. That's where you will see the schedules. fbsschedules.com. Oh, Howard scrambles, and he gets the first down. Now, this doesn't have any concrete dates or anything or times, but
we'll just be able to see
should show what are this should just show who they are playing at the very least. Henderson runs over a guy.
20 able to just look at their
2025 there. Okay, so
Tarleton State, Kansas State.
K-State would be tough.
That's easily the toughest team on their schedule. I mean, they don't play
other than Army Navy game, of course.
They don't play Notre Dame.
They don't play Notre Dame. Yeah. I mean, that could be something. Depending.
North Texas is a team not to mess around with either.
What was the record this year? They were pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think did they win 10? I think they won 10. No, they were really bad. What the hell?
What, maybe were you thinking UTSA?
No, I was thinking North Texas, but thought they were a lot better than what they were.
UTSA was pretty good, right? They had like 8-9 wins, I think. Lamar, Cardinals.
So go back to Army. So, I mean, I easily see 11 wins.
I think
Tulane's always going to be tough, and I think I'm pretty sure Ty Thompson's coming back as a tight end. Just pretty funny. Yeah, I don't mind that Army one. Okay, I'm gonna pencil in Army.
Okay, we'll put in Army. That'll be that's like our group of 5 team.
So they're gonna play number 5. So who do you have at number 5? They would end up being basically the last team out.
And if I do wonder if they are going to if the CFP committee does decide to change it where it's just the top 4 teams get the buys instead of, the top 4 conference,
wide
championship.
open.
Wow. Ohio State's blowing them out. And Ohio State gets the ball to start the second half too.
Yep.
There's the sad Notre Dame fans. Give me Georgia at 5.
I like that. That was going to be that's going to be my pick as well at 5.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, Gunnar Stockton's going to be probably good enough, but I think despite him being first time starter, I think this will give it away. I think Texas will win the SEC.
So 8,
title.
9, and then it's the is it the 11-6?
11-6. I'll go 11-6 next.
11-6.
Am I doing like my stuff? Are we doing like this is mine and then?
Then I'll do mine.
My own.
This is yours, and then I'll do mine. So let's stay in the same side of the bracket. So number 8.
Oh jeez.
So remember, if you base it off of this last season, so like Ohio State went 10-2, didn't go to the conference title, got 8, and then Tennessee also same thing, 10-2, no conference title, got 9.
At 8. Give me Penn State with Drew Allard since I think he's coming back because I think he's going to want to come back.
Should be.
He should, and he'll probably want to. So yeah, give me Penn State 9.
So you have Army as the auto bid. Okay, against number 9.
The auto group of 5 bid. Yep. Penn State at 8, 9. Because I don't know who their quarterback is, but it's gonna be hard to keep them out. But this also shows that I think they're gonna get in, sneak in. Hopefully, they don't fall flat on their face again. Give me Alabama as the 9 seed.
So I'm pretty sure their quarterback's probably, unless they get a transfer, probably going to be, is it Sayin? Julian Sayin?
That's a name
I think it was the guy that came in for Alabama. Where the fuck is Alabama? Did they? Oh, they're there. Okay. I was like, where in the hell? So it's going to end up being. Oh, no, Ty Simpson. I think Ty Simpson's going to end up being the guy because he started or he played. I've also heard that Austin Mack is really good, but it's probably going to be Ty Simpson because he actually played this year. Yeah, 14 for 25, 167, no touchdowns, no picks. Jalen Milroe was really fucking bad this year. It's crazy that a quarterback led Alabama in rushing. Like, when's the last time that ever happened? Probably never.
Probably not.
So, number 11. This year it was SMU, ACC runners-up. We're not paying
I
you.
think
Get off my screen.
Despite how I don't always believe in him or them, and I don't think SMU is going to repeat it. Miami with Carson Beck as their QB.
Miami at number 11. Verse number 6. This year's number 6 was Penn State, the Big Ten runners-up.
Ohio State.
Ooh.
No. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 10, which was Indiana. At large. I'm going to stand up.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Tennessee. I think, unfortunately, the SEC gets 4 teams.
4 teams. So they're taking on number 7, who is obviously Notre Dame this year.
I'll go with Notre Dame again.
I like that. All right, 1 through 4. Let's start with 4. The worst conference champion.
Let me look up something real quick. Oh yeah, they should steamroll through this. Clemson. I think they're gonna be back at the top of the ACC again. Their toughest game is their season opener against LSU, and that's the neutral site game. Right now, they only have 5 road games all season. Yeah, I think they had a down year compared to what they're used to, but I think they'll be back at it. And then
number 3.
3 would be
probably your Big 12 champ.
Oh right, I forgot. I forgot it. Oh man, no, shit. I forgot about them. Actually, can you read the rest of? Can you read? Because I would go probably Texas 1, Oregon 2. What's the rest of mine again?
You don't have any other Big 12 teams in. You have number 12 Army taking on number 5 Georgia, number 8 Penn State taking on number 9 Alabama, number 11 Miami taking on number 6 Ohio State, and number 10 Tennessee taking on number 7 Notre Dame.
The problem is I don't think any Big 12 team would be considered a top 4. Because I already have Tennessee, Oregon. It would have to be if they change the methodology, then I guess theoretically, who do I have at 5? What was it?
Number 5, you have Georgia.
Put Georgia at 3.
We're gonna assume that it's the same as this year.
So okay, we'll assume that. Okay, that's fine then. So if that is the case, despite how their season went, I like. Let me look up some schedules. I think they're finally figuring it out. Give me BYU. I was thinking K-State. I'll go BYU.
Do you think BYU has a better record and higher ranking than Clemson?
No. So actually, yeah, I'll go Clemson 4-3, BYU 4.
All right, there's your 12-team playoff locked in.
So repeat again.
So you have Army versus Georgia, Penn State versus Alabama, Miami versus Ohio State, Tennessee versus Notre Dame, and 1 Texas, 2 Oregon, 3 Clemson, 4 BYU.
So I literally only have, 2 different teams from this year, which is the only difference. The only difference being the
3 different teams. So Miami, BYU, and Army.
Okay, replacing. Okay.
All right, we'll look at mine. I have an idea. So my number 12, I'm going UNLV.
Okay. An elite program.
I think they take the throne there. Number 5, I also had Georgia. Number 8, I'm going to go with Miami here. Number 9, I think I'm going to go with I like throwing Tennessee in that spot. Number 11, number 11. I'm going to go with Ole Miss. I don't know who they're going to have at quarterback, but
that's why I wasn't sure if I should take them. I was also really leaning toward.
I think I'm going to go away from Ole Miss. I'm changing.
I was actually thinking maybe with another year with Sellers, South Carolina.
So I'm going Arizona State at 11.
Oh, they're going to repeat. Okay.
I think they're going to come. I don't think they're going to win the Big 12, but I do think that they are going to get in.
Okay.
Number 6, I have Ohio State. Number 10, I have South Carolina.
Okay.
And then number 7, Notre Dame. I think that's just kind of their spot.
Because unfortunately, everyone thinks they can't be higher than 5, but honestly, the way it's going, they might not be able to get higher than like 6 or 7 either.
Yeah. Number 1, I have Oregon. Number 2, I have Clemson. Number 3, Texas. And number 4, Iowa State.
Oh, okay, Iowa State. Interesting.
I have Iowa State winning the Big 12. I think Clemson finishes 12-1, which is why I have them at number 2. I think Texas finishes 11-2. I think the SEC is going to be really, really tough this year, kind of like it was last year. I think both Georgia and Texas finish 11-2, but Texas finally is able to beat them in the SEC title.
See, the thing, I was really, like I said, I was really leaning towards going South Carolina over like Alabama, just because I really like Sellers. And
yeah, I do too. I think South Carolina's good, and they were hot.
And I think, honestly, just because the fact that their QB is like, we know who the QB is going to be next year, is why I would pick them over like Ole Miss if I had to change. I mean, Army Group of 5 is definitely going to be hard. I just think obviously Boise was carried so much by Genty. I don't think they're going to be able to replicate it.
Right. I think UNLV is going in a great direction. And I think they had a really good season despite their quarterback giving up.
I think Army joining the AAC definitely will help. Definitely helps them because now at least they have kind of like a uniform set of teams always going to play every year. So it's like that's always a good. That's why I think teams like Notre Dame should be in conferences, because that gives you like a good threshold to know where they actually are, because sometimes they can be all over the place depending on who they're playing.
Right. So go into this. Who wins? Predictions. Who wins? Army or Georgia?
Man, nothing would be funnier than seeing Georgia struggle against Army. Against that, that would be something against that triple option. But I think Georgia would just be too much. So yeah, Georgia, especially since they would get a home game. What's next?
So you got 5. So you're gonna have 5 Georgia against number 4 BYU.
Okay.
And then so the winner of Penn State, Alabama.
And it's at Alabama?
It is going to be at Penn State.
Honestly, I'll take Penn State in that. I think that's definitely a major advantage. Plus, the same thing as what happened with SMU. If it's really bad weather, really cold out, snowy, I think that would just discombobulate. That would just level the playing field so easily if Alabama was had any advantage, right?
Right.
So yeah, I'll take Penn State in that, honestly.
So next you have Miami at Ohio State.
So probably Miami at the defending national champs. At this, what it's looking like.
Oops, I did that wrong.
Same exact thing as Ohio State. Bad, if it's cold out, tough weather, I don't think Miami can stick with them. And Miami's a finesse breakdance team, as Chris Broussard likes to talk about the Dolphins. They're all flash, no toughness. Give me Ohio State. Unfortunately, probably will have all the favorites winning at least the home games, because that's how that went this year.
All right, and then you have Tennessee, Notre Dame.
Same thing again. Now, I don't know who would be quarterback for Notre Dame. Right. So I think Tennessee would have the advantage there. So,
but you still got Notre Dame winning it.
Yeah, but I think that's of any of the games, I think that'd be like the closest, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, so you have number 1 Texas taking on number 8 Penn State. And then you have number 2 Oregon taking on number 7 Notre Dame. Number 3 Clemson taking on number.
We'd be going to that game. We'd be totally going to that game.
Oh yeah, it would be at the Rose Bowl too.
Again?
Actually, yes, it would. No, it would be at the Rose Bowl because they do the bowl games based off of like conference tradition.
Wow.
And so the Big Ten champion would go to the Rose Bowl. Number 3 Clemson taking on number 6 Ohio State. Number 4 BYU taking on number 5 Georgia. Who do you got? Texas, Penn State.
Texas. Which I mean, obviously we saw that was not the case this year, but like, I'm not. Even though despite what I said earlier with picking Penn State, I'm not that much of a Drew Aller truther.
Yeah,
I'm not. So I'll take. Even though we haven't seen enough of him, honestly, I'll take Arch Manning over Drew Aller.
BYU, Georgia.
Georgia pulls off the upset, even though I get the feeling they'd be favored by him.
Probably 10.
I was going to say at least 10. I was thinking at least double digits, yeah.
All right, Oregon, Notre Dame.
At the Rose Bowl, give me Oregon. I would hope.
Yeah, I would hope. And then you have Clemson, Ohio State.
Dude, that would be a classic. Honestly, because I think they're gonna figure it out. Clemson. Ohio State's chance for a back-to-back titles ends in the quarterfinals.
So now you have Texas versus Georgia and Oregon, Clemson.
Texas, Georgia, yet again.
Yet again, those guys are never going to get away from each other.
Nope. Honestly, they're going to be like the SEC's version of Cavs Warriors. They're just going to be playing each other every year in the SEC championship probably, or in the playoff. Yeah, I like. I like Texas. I feel like I'm really leaning into Texas this year. All of a sudden.
So Texas in the Natty against the winner of Oregon versus Clemson.
Oregon.
I was going to say, does Dabo get him back?
And unfortunately, your chance to win yet another Natty ends in the championship
against Texas. So you have Texas winning the Natty next year.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was not expecting to go that way, but
so UNLV, Georgia. Unfortunately for UNLV, Georgia,
the elite program that they are.
Yeah, unfortunately, Georgia's too good. I'm gonna take Carson Beck in Miami over Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Actually, what matchup was that? Was that your 8-9?
That was my 8-9.
Okay, that's fine. I feel like if it was anybody other than like a North, if I had gotten it to where Miami was against any team other than, a northern, a cold weather team, I probably would take them. But my matchups were not intentional like that, but that's just how they kind of worked out like that.
All right. So then Arizona State, Ohio State. It'll be interesting to see what Ohio State has at quarterback. I think Arizona State. I'm going to take Ohio State in this. I don't want to because I, again, don't know who their quarterback's going to be, don't know how good he's going to be. And Sam Levitt is coming back for
Levitt's like
for Arizona State.
Levitt's a redshirt freshman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then South Carolina, Notre Dame. I'm going to take South Carolina.
Okay.
I think Notre Dame is going to be. I do think Notre Dame's going to be good again, but I have a lot of trust in South Carolina.
Is there any team because I really do want to buy into South Carolina. I truly do, honestly. But I'm just trying to think, is there any team I can drop them for? You know what I mean?
I mean, Alabama would be the only team, but
I just don't think – I think if Alabama missed the playoffs again, I think Kalen DeBoer would need to change his name and get out of the state as quickly as possible.
All right, so I have Oregon, Miami. I got Oregon winning that.
The Mario Cristobal Bowl. The Mario
Cristobal Bowl. The Mario Cristobal.
Yeah, the Mario Cristobal.
And then I'm gonna take. I need to look at something. I do think they're gonna. I still think they're gonna win the Big 12. However,
Arizona State.
You know what? I'm going with an upset. I'm taking Iowa State over Georgia.
Oh, okay. I like it.
There's a lot of uncertainty at Georgia, not as much at Iowa State. Rocco Beck coming back. He had a really good season. I'm taking Iowa State. South Carolina, Clemson in a rematch of a game that I think Clemson wins in the regular season. I'm going to take Clemson. And then Texas, Ohio State. I'm going Texas. So I have Oregon, Iowa State, Clemson, Texas. I have Oregon and Texas.
Oh, Judkins is gone. Judkins is gone. Oh, no, he's getting caught from behind because he's slow as shit.
He's so slow. Unhook the trailer.
How is he that slow? How is he that slow? Like, because I just remember him being fast as shit in the college football game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How the hell is he that slow? Well,
we both have Oregon, Texas, and of course I got to go with the Ducks, but we're pretty much on the same page. Oregon, Texas, national championship.
Cincinnati. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna go eat, so I will be back.
So it's just me by myself. Okay. I will continue this. It's just me by myself. How did Judkins get caught from that? We have 211 people watching. I know you are all watching. I'm sure you're all watching because you follow Ryan. And many of you are probably praying for his downfall and hoping to hear and see his sadness. Unfortunately, he is not here. He is going to see his team kick himself in the nuts in person. So, you know, Notre Dame's just kicking him in the balls right now, and that's what happens. That's what happens. Sweet cat. Ba, ba, ba. Good times never seem so good. Okay. Dude, if this happen, if they score here and Notre Dame does not score, Notre Dame needs to nut up or shut up here on defense, and they get the stop. Judkins gets a yard. Okay, so I apologize if you can hear my laptop. Maybe not. I'm not sure if you can or not. Okay, Howard is in the pistol with Trevion Henderson behind him. Man comes in motion from the right, fakes the handoff. Howard keeps the ball, and he gets tackled a yard and a half short. I'm surprised he kept that. I don't understand why they didn't give it to Henderson. Ball is at the yard and a half, just about at the one, maybe 1.5 on 3rd and goal. Oh, this is going to hand off to Judkins because they're in I formation. They got 4 linemen on each side. Handoff, touchdown. Notre Dame needs to show something. I saw something that, like, in the first half, Notre Dame's first drive went like 75 yards, and then in their next 2 drives after that, they had -4 yards. 5 plays, 75 yards. Notre Dame's defense is just getting manhandled. This is how I thought Penn State was going to win against Notre Dame, was just running the ball. They should have kept doing it, just running the ball, running it down their throats. Notre Dame or Penn State probably easily wins that game if they just stick to the run game, and we have a Penn State Ohio State win. Now, Ohio State probably still easily wins, but how fitting, how crazy is it that it took Ohio State getting embarrassed by their arch rivals in Michigan to turn around their season? So, if you're watching on Twitter, raise your hand if you're watching to, just because you want to see Ryan suffer. Comment. Feel like to comment, or I'm actually gonna text Ryan and say, "Sorry, man." Ohio State is doing exactly what Penn State should have kept doing last. Doing verse you guys last game. Just and ask you to just run it down your throats and beg for you to try and stop them. Ohio State is doing exactly what Penn State should have kept doing, which you guys last game, just run it down your throats and beg for you to stop. Just try and stop. Yep. Actually, here, let's remove that because he is out of here. Yeah, damn. I wonder how high because our record for most people we've had watching, I think, is around 300 to like high 350, maybe 370. I wonder as the game goes on and we get closer to the end of the game if more and more people are going to join, just hoping and praying to see see Ryan's tiers. Ryan said he would join us if they were winning in like after the first half. That has not happened, so he has definitely not joined us. So, we're up to 230. So, oh, what does it say? Okay, I have to say it. Okay, I have to say it now. How the hell did Ohio State lose to Michigan? But it's also your fault. A Michigan fan says they're about to win the Natty against Northern Illinois. Ugh. Okay. Leonard in shotgun. Looking, fires, and I think he either got hit or it was tipped. That's the line. Okay, I'll just call it Leonard and Shaka with a man to his right, fakes the hands it off to Love. I think that's Love is number 4. I apologize. I don't know the names off the top of my head. I apologize. He gets a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Riley's shaking his head, mad probably at just how this game's gone so far. Yep, Love. 3rd and 8. Ohio State fans are getting crazy. Jack Sawyer looking on. Leonard a little apprehensive. Leonard in shotgun with who is that next to him? That is someone else. That is a different running back. Man goes in motion. Leonard looking to his left. He jumps it off, gets it. Gonna be 4th and 2. When I get the feeling they're just gonna have to go for it. Yeah, they're gonna have to go for it on 4th and 2. Leonard, if he held that on for a second longer, was gonna get hit. Was gonna get probably hit and strip sacked there. Oh, and Notre Dame is pulling a bitch move and punting instead of trying to save their season. And I mean, I get it. They're at their own 33. Fake it. And he throws and he drops it. Oh no. And Ryan Day is right there and he's amped up. Oh no. And there's the sad Notre Dame fans. I mean, they had the right play. It actually was like a good play call. Faison. Is that Faison? I don't know who that is. It's not like the best throw. Oh, that is Faison. Yeah, he just drops it. He just clearly just drops it. Wow. That is tough. I also apologize. Might be up now in my head. Okay. Hand off to Henderson. Little backwards, so like weird jump cut. Gets 3 or 4. That was a weird jump cut. It looked like he literally just jumped like straight up or like straight backwards. Okay, it's going to be 2nd and 6. But it's just the way they called this game. Chip Kelly, masterful job along with Brian Day. Ohio State, very balanced offense so far. 166 rush yards, 144 passing. Henderson goes in motion, moves over to his right. Will Howard keeps it. That faked Fowler out too. He thought Henderson had the ball, and Howard kept it. Took me a second to realize Howard had kept it as well. They're now, I think, they're at the 20. That was the first down. 44 was there too. He kind of had the right play. He was playing both of them, but he just got caught right in the middle.
Sneaky when they utilize those legs, and just enough to remind the defense that it's there. Can't forget about him.
Okay. First and 10. First and 10 at the Notre Dame 22. Howard and shotgun. Hand off to Henderson, who gets outside. Nice stiff arm. Ooh, gets just tripped up. Probably would have gotten another 4 or 5 yards if he hadn't been tripped up there. Second and 8, second and 7 probably. This is a nice tackle though. Just getting him. He would have gotten another 3-4 yards. Second and 7. Yep, gain of 3. Howard in shotgun with Henderson to his right. Rolls to his right, and he's going to throw. There's a flag. It's probably going to be holding. Dumps it off in the middle there. Ibuka ducks a guy, gets tackled. It would be 3rd and probably 2 or 3, but flag comes in. That's probably going to be holding on Ohio State where that came in. Yeah. Guess like there hasn't been that many flags. I mean, I haven't been paying too much attention to this game thus far, but definitely feels like there hasn't been that many flags. So they call it number 70. Oh yeah, that's definitely a hold. Oh yeah, pull. The fact when a defender ends up facing the wrong way that he was running, that's definitely a hold. Okay, so it's 2nd and 17, probably back at around the 30 or so. Maybe not 30, but we'll see. Oh, 29, pretty close. I've got that. Handoff to Henderson, and he gets a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 16. This would be a victory for Notre Dame's defense if they were able to hold them to a field goal attempt. If they miss, then that at least gives them some life. It's still, I think that they should have. I like the move. If you're going to do a fake punt there, why not just keep your offense out on the field? I know they haven't done much, but like, why not just try and pick it up with Leonard, because he was running pretty well. Okay, Howard in shotgun with Henderson to his right. Man goes in motion. Howard looking, throws it deep to the end zone. And he is wide open. He overthrows him. That probably would have been the dagger to Tate. Probably would have been the dagger, and he just overthrows him. That's the first bad throw by Howard this game. Howard had been pretty much perfect, and he overthrows him. And he got burnt too. Who is that got burnt? And Howard just overthrows him. Okay. This will be, like a 40-something yard field goal? 46-yard field goal attempt. And made. Thought that was curving to the right, though, over there. Well, I think I just saw they just said something that was Notre Dame's first time they stopped Ohio State on 3rd down, that is just...
All State continues to celebrate every field goal in PAT by making donations to the university's General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, All State.
Hey, I think I called 31 like 20-something. So I think I called Ohio State getting like 31 points. So, oh, man, 34 people in here. I'm not sure what your thoughts are on me just sitting here, just talking shit, just talking about the game, talking about nothing. If you guys like actually liked, I'd be willing to, if you want to comment or something, feel free to ask me my thoughts on anything football or sporting related.
All right, look, I told you what it was. I told you I'm gonna run this post. I told you I'm gonna cut off the thing.
Man, this song, "Big Dogs," is just getting so much use by sports leagues right now. It's which is kind of hilarious. Like that song came out of nowhere earlier this year, and now like the NBA's used it. Nike just used it for a commercial just here. NBA was using it for game hype. So that's kind of crazy that game just came out of nowhere. So nice. Oh no, I crashed. Damn. See. Okay, kickoff is about to happen. Oop. That a little too hard. Okay, here's the kickoff, and it is not returned. Okay, here we go. Here's Riley Leonard. Okay. They have 22 minutes to turn this shit around. Okay, Leonard in shotgun. He's going to keep it. See, I don't understand why they didn't just do that. They were going to. I don't mind a fake punt there, right? But if you're going to do a fake punt, why would you not just keep the offense on the field and let wow. So 18 plays, 75 yards. Since then, they've had 12 total plays for 31 yards. So they have 106 total yards. Quick screen pass, and that's a first down. Good little play there. Quick screen out to the flat there to Mitchell. Yeah, so that is 4 drives they've had where they just went 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Is that their first down since that drive? That has to be their first down since then. Jeremiah Love, 4 rushes for 3 yards. And Love comes in motion. He's to Leonard's right. Leonard looks left. Now he's rolling to his right. Throws. Caught. Nice little move. Gets probably 9.5. It'll be second in very short. Second in inches. Nice little move there to gain more yardage there by the receiver. Okay, Leonard is in shotgun with a back to his left. I don't know if that's Love. I can't see his number. Man comes in motion, now comes back across. Hand off to Love. I guess they give him a first down there. That's a very generous spot. I didn't realize that was first down. I thought there was gonna be second and short on that. So now it's gonna be second and 8, 2nd and 9. Like, just Ohio State, or since that first drive, they just aren't giving up any run yards. Notre Dame just is getting bullied at the line of scrimmage, which is what happened in Penn State. Penn State was destroying them at the line of scrimmage on both sides, and then they just stopped. Leonard and shotgun. Love. I saw the big sack there. I saw the running. Oh, is Leonard hurt? No, he's up. That's an 11-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 21 now. Styles came on the blitz. I saw it. 24 starts to go out like he's going to go out on the flat, and the very last minute he tries to come back in to try and block it. 24 was about to go out in the flat, and he tried to come back in to try and pick up the blitz. 3rd and 19. I guess it must have been 2nd and 8 then. Leonard avoids it, throws, and that's going to be pass interference on Caleb Downs. Turned him around, I think, a little bit, got in his way. I don't think he turned his head. Was that no? Downs is 2, actually. Excuse me. I apologize for that. So a little bit of a hold there. That's fine. Nice little handhold. Yep, turns around, had his hands, kind of was hugging him there. Didn't get his head around. Oh yeah, had his hands just right across and be like, "Hey, can I get my hands up?" Nope. Agbenosin. Wow, he had 19 penalties in coverage and led the entire country in that. Wow, guess he sucks at coverage. Larry, quick throw to flat. Good little move, and he spins out, but he's out of bounds after about a 4 or 5 yard gain to the tight. I think that's the tight end. I don't know. I apologize. I don't know Notre Dame. As you can tell by my name, I'm more of a Virginia Tech guy, and even then, I don't even know all the guys on Virginia Tech, which is kind of funny. Okay, 2nd and 4. Leonard in shotgun with Love, I think, to his left. Okay, handoff to Love. No, Leonard keeps it. That's going to be very close to first down. They might mark him a yard short, maybe a half yard. It's going to be 3rd and very short on that. Yeah, I just don't know. Like, I'm not sure if like I said, I haven't been paying too much attention to the game, unfortunately. But I can't for the life of me imagine that. Okay, Leonard keeps the ball again. Gets to the outside a little bit. Gets the first down to about the 35 of Ohio State. They're finally driving a little bit, but it's just like I'm not sure if Notre Dame just decided to go away from what they were successful on that first drive, where they ran the ball right down Ohio State's throat. But Leonard in shotgun, looking to his right, throws deep, and sails out of bounds. Straps him up a bit. They were hand fighting a little bit, but they don't call a flag on that. That's fine. Okay, 2nd and 10. Leonard in shotgun with Love to his right. Man comes in motion. Runs on through. He's going to set. Yep. Leonard looking left. Throws. And it's caught. Nice little spin. Spins out of it. Great house. And he gets a touchdown. I'm sorry that I'm not the best for that. Might be a little too late, though, but we'll see. Might unfortunately still be a little too late, unless. But Jaden Greathouse made the big play against Penn State last week. Breaks a tackle there, nice little spin move, and just gets in the open field. Nice downfield blocking too by number 10 there, and he gets the touchdown. I'm not sure if Ohio State just let off the gas there. They're going to go for 2. Okay, go for 2. Cut this to a 16-point lead, so they would have to go for two more times if they were to score touchdowns.
This shit's over.
Well,
I don't care. I don't care about that touchdown. This game.
Oh, nice little shovel pass. That's the Chiefs. That's the Chiefs kind of a shovel pass, the inside shovel pass. They do a lot.
So they're just gonna try to chase points at this point.
Maybe. But my thing is like, I mean, I haven't been paying attention, but like, was Notre Dame just trying to throw the ball too much, and that's not really their strength usually, or was Ohio State just really just stopping the run? Because I mean, Jeremiah Love, I saw at one point earlier in this drive, he had like 4 rush attempts for 3 yards. So,
well, he's still kind of hurt, but also they when they can't fucking quarterback power every single play, they suck. So still want to blame BK.
What?
Marcus Freeman's doing the same thing BK is doing.
Choking in the still want
to choking.
What up, boy Slim? Appreciate your watching, man. Feel free to like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, man. We appreciate the support. I was having fun there streaming by myself, reading I was actually like calling the plays and stuff. Leonard looks and he gets sacked.
Well, you're going to get to do that some more because I'm coming down here to let you know that I'm alive, for one. And for two, I'm going to go get my daughter ready for bed. And I'll probably be back
for a little bit there.
I'll be back like half hour.
Okay.
So I'll be back. Right around when the game's starting to get good, hopefully. Hopefully Notre Dame can go score a touchdown, make this shit interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, Ohio State's doing exactly what I was saying. Did you see what I put in the group text though, in the group chat? They're just doing exactly what Penn State should have just kept doing, which was just run the ball.
Not off the gas.
Well, not that, but like they're just doing exactly what Penn State should have been doing and kept doing, which was running the ball just down their throats. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's what, a 16-point game now? I mean, it's still in range.
I know, but I mean that's that's what Penn State should have been doing. I feel like Penn State wins easily if they just keep running the ball. And
yeah, and then they're trying to throw like a bunch of idiots. Okay, I will most likely be back.
Okay, I'll be by myself. Okay, let's see if yeah, Phil. I don't know why he didn't decide to join us. I think he just didn't want to sit here and watch Ohio State win the Natty and call it. So, which I respect. I understand too. We gotta wreck him. Okay, here we go. 260 people like. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Week Zero Productions. We're trying to get to 500 subs. We've been doing this for a while. I think we're on year 4, 3, 4, 4 doing this. We're not consistent, unfortunately, with our videos and stuff like that, which is why we haven't been growing as much. We apologize. That's how it is sometimes, unfortunately. But and right back to our commercial. Never mind. Correct one cop. There we go. Oh no! I crashed. Ah, damn it. There you go. I wrecked his ass. I don't want the cops on me anymore. Woo! Okay, this is way too many commercials after just a simple kickoff. Come on, guys. I know the NFL loves trying to get as many commercials in, but at the very least, like the Ravens played. This game started. The Ravens game started at 6:30. The game was done by like 9:30. So at least like they're quick about it. Meanwhile, this game's probably not going to be over until probably 11, maybe 11:30. And Ryan Day is just losing his mind. We still have 3:03 left in the third, which is another 4 or 5 minute, commercial break. And then go ahead into the fourth. Okay, here we go. Howard in shotgun with Henderson to his right, and they're going to fake the handoff, throws, and Ibuka, nice little catch for about 6 yards. He's second in about 4, maybe 3. Wow. Howard keeps it. It's going to be third and about 1. Okay, third and 1. Looks like it's going to be a tush push, and Howard gets it. It was a nice little tush push. Howard in the pistol hands off to Henderson, who hesitates and gets about 3. Probably could have been a loss of a yard or 2, but nice little ability there to get 3 yards out of that. Fakes the handoff Howard, and he just throws it out of bounds. Oh no, they're gonna call roughing the passer. Oh no, dude, you just can't do that. Oh no. Oh no. So Howard throws it throws it out of bounds. Oh yeah, that's pretty late. I mean that's Howard's just laying there, just like face down, just like I'm dead. That was just such a. He did not need to touch him. That was just such a bad play there. He did not need to touch him. That it wasn't like, dude, you can't do that. Like, come on. Handoff. Henderson gets about 3, maybe 3. Yeah, it looks about 2 actually. Okay, fourth quarter, and Ohio State with that penalty is now on the I think Notre Dame side of the 50. Notre Dame has 15 minutes. I just God, that penalty. Can't do that. Howard in shotgun alone by himself. Man comes in motion, fakes it, and it's a pitch. Nice play design. Buka he fumbled it. Are they rolling him down? No, it is Notre Dame's ball. That's what they needed, exactly what they needed. He was making some great moves. Was he down? It looked like he was down. It was a great play design. It was a fake, and there was a pitch. That's close. I think that ball's just out. I think that ball's just out before his knee touched because his knee's coming in. Ball's out. Wow, that is so close. Oh yeah, that ball is out before that ball is starting to come out before his knee's done. That is definitely a fumble. Wow, that is exactly what Notre Dame needed. Surprisingly, their defense is what was going to get them back into this. They literally were talking about they needed to force a turnover, fumble or get a pick or something. And Ibuka was, I get it. It was a great run. He was trying to get more yardage. So that's definitely a fumble. That's definitely out. Wow. Wow. We're gonna get some video of some nervous Ohio State fans next. He's on end around, good tackle. It's gonna be 2nd and 9. Caleb Downs. Honestly, I would love the Blades to get Caleb Downs. Or if they got Xavier Watts at safety, that'd be pretty cool too. You have Watts and Kyle Hamilton. Oh, good lord, that'd be awesome. 2nd and 9, Riley. Leonard in shotgun. Man to his right. Love going to go out, and Leonard's going to roll to his right, looking, stops, still looking, and he throws it and just throws out of bounds. 3rd and 9. Third and 9, Leonard in shotgun, man comes in motion. One man to his left, trips right. Leonard looking, throws it deep, bit of a wobbler, and he catches it. Greathouse again comes up. That was a wobbler that came out of his hands. I'm not sure that got tipped. That was a first down now at the Ohio State side of the 50. I think that's at the Ohio State 48 or 49. That was very much about the 48. That was such a wobbler. I think Leonard in shotgun, man to his left. Leonard looking to his right, now back to his left, now looking. And he scrambles to his left, and he throws it, and he just chucks it out of bounds. There's a flag in the secondary. Ooh. This is probably going to be either illegal – this is going to be at the very least legal contact, if not holding. Yep, holding on the defense. Number 1. Oh, God. Number 1 again? What was that? Igbinosun? He's just – what is that, his 20th penalty this season or something? That's just bad. I don't even know how he's still a starter, dude. But screen goes absolutely nowhere. All defended by Ohio State. Oh God, that just dropped. That was just dropped in the weirdest spot. That wasn't like square in the middle of the Leonard in shotgun with a man to his left. QB keeper gets 2. Damn. Cop just crashed. Okay, 3rd and 12. Okay, they need to make this at least 4th and under 5. Man goes way out in motion. Leonard in an empty set throws it, and Evans gets probably 4th and 5. Okay, they need to get this, or this is probably the game. This is the game right here, in my opinion. This is the game. 4th and 5. Leonard in shotgun with a man to his left. Man comes in motion. Stops. Now it goes in motion again. Leonard looking left. And it's caught for a first down. Is that Greathouse again? Greathouse just keeps coming up clutch for that. Impressive. I thought for a second that was going to get batted down because it looked like there was 2 receivers in the same area right there. That was crazy. Okay. Leonard in shotgun with a man to his left. Man comes in motion. Leonard looks to the right. Greathouse again, gain about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They just keep going to Greathouse because that's their best. That's the best receiving option right now. Good little route there by Greathouse on that 4th and 5. That was a long developing play by Greathouse, though. Long developing play, though. See, this is the thing. Notre Dame obviously is not used to going this fast, so I'm just waiting for a mistake by them, unfortunately. Leonard in shotgun, man goes in motion. Leonard looking left, fakes it, pumps to the end zone, and drops. But there is a flag. That flag came in before the ball got there, but I don't think it was. They got to call pass interference here because it doesn't look like 10. Is this going to be another pass? What is it? Holding. Oh, it's on Caleb Downs. Okay, because that came in that flag came flying in before the ball even got to the receiver. Number 10 kind of didn't look for the ball until he already made contact. That's fine. That's okay. I don't mind them letting them fight and play through that. Okay, Leonard in shotgun all by himself. A man comes in motion. It's going to be QB run, and he loses half a yard. Ohio State just knew that was coming. Loses about half a yard. It's going to be 2nd goal. And Leonard is slow to get up. Oh yeah, that's definitely a holding. Yeah, he just pulled the guy straight on down. 2nd and goal from the 9. Leonard in shotgun with a man to his left. Oh, that's a jinx. That's an announcer jinx I've ever heard one right there. Throws it and just throws it out of bounds. And they're going to say, I'm guessing they're just going to say uncatchable. 3rd and goal from the 9. Leonard in shotgun. Man goes in motion. Now he goes back out. Leonard looking to his left. Steps up. And was looking for Greathouse. Number 7 was just right there. I don't even know if Greathouse was expecting that. It looked like him was just slap the ball down. I think he was playing defense a little bit more there. I think number 7 just jumped that route pretty good. Because I just see Greathouse's hand just go like that. Okay, they're going to take the field. Okay, they're going to kick the field goal, take the points, cut it to 14. No, sorry, 13. Cut it to 2 touchdowns. Well, Mitch Jeter, worst kicking situation in the regular season. Pretty good in the playoffs. This would be what, 30-yard field goal attempt? Oh no, he missed! Oh, I just jinxed him so hard. Oh, I jinxed him so damn hard. I said he had been bad in the regular season, but had been pretty good in the playoffs. Oh my God, the announcer / streamer jinx is too real at times. Oh my God. Wow. I mean, I get taking the points there, but at the same time, you probably could have. You probably should have gone for tried to get the touchdown because kicking the field goal there, you're still, even if he makes it, you're still down two possessions. So, but oh my God, wow. Oh, damn. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I can't believe I announcer jinxed him that perfectly. Literally, I say he had been terrible in the regular season, but had been good in the playoffs. And immediately as I finish that, the ball gets snapped, and he just shanks it to the left and doinks it. Wow, that is bad. That was bad. Oh man, I can't believe that. Okay, 9:27. Howard hands off to Judkins, who gets a yard, maybe. Wow, I just can't believe that. Howard keeps it, and he gets right up the middle, gets a first down very easily. Okay, second down. Notre Dame really needs to get a stop within the next probably minute or two, or else this is probably a game. Honestly, that field goal was probably this game was pretty much over. Actually, it was 31-7, but damn.
Out of all the times you go for it, you decide to not do it down 16?
Dude, you missed it. You missed I had the most announcer jinx of all time, dude. I'm literally sitting there. I'm like, here comes Mitch Jeter. He'd been terrible in the regular season, right? And then immediately upon me, and I'm like, but he had been. I said, he was bad in the regular season, but he's been good in the playoffs. And immediately, as I finished speaking, the ball is snapped, and he doinks it. The timing was too perfect. I just tweeted it out too. Like I've never had that perfect of a like an immediate like jinx like that. You know what I mean? Howard and that was a good play too. They get a stop. That should have been a first down.
I'm behind.
Okay, well,
again.
I mean, I just don't understand why you don't go for it. I mean, 4th and 9. Because taking the field goal, you're still down 2. If you try and get for the touchdown, at least if you get the touchdown, you're down, 8.
Out of all the times they have gone for it and they decide to not go for it there, just makes no sense.
I also did not like. We didn't talk about because you came back pretty quick, but I also don't understand if you're going to call that fake punt they did earlier. If you're going to just call that, why not just keep your offense out on the field and just go for it normally?
I didn't see the fake punt, but I saw.
Oh, that was back in like the third quarter. It was like I think on their first drive of the third quarter.
This is the first time they punted.
No. This was like in the third quarter. I think this was after Ohio State.
This punt is the first time Ohio State has punted.
Oh, yeah, but I'm talking about Notre Dame. Notre Dame. I'm talking about it. Notre Dame faked a punt when it was 31-7.
Mm-hmm.
They faked the punt on like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 from like their own 33. Mm-hmm. I'm like, if you're gonna fake the punt, why not just, if you're gonna fake it, just keep your offense out on the field. You know what I mean? So
well, yeah, I mean it really depends on.
But
it depends on because I'm sure that fake punt they have been practicing.
Yeah, probably
all week, and they were like, okay, they probably thought that Ohio State gives them a look to where this fake punt will work, and Ohio State just played it better. I mean, the game's not over. How many timeouts does Notre Dame have?
I think I didn't see it. Maybe they have all of them. I didn't see it out. Man, who would have thought we would have probably back-to-back Big Ten Natty winners, national championship winners, and it's Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's going to be back-to-back-to-back, dude. Oregon's winning the Natty next year.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I like it.
Josh can't say shit about the SEC now.
He's still going to try. He's still going to say, "Oh, what about the last, 7, 8 years?" I'm like, "Cool, that's the last 7 years. Doesn't matter anymore." Yeah, that's no longer ancient history.
It's our time. Our time to reign supreme.
Okay, 80 yards, and then they have to probably get an onside or something. Leonard throws. Oh, it gets nice completion. Am I ahead of you, or are you ahead of me?
Yes. You're ahead of me.
Okay. What's your play clock at? Or your time clock?
38, 37, 36.
I'm a full 30 seconds ahead of you? Oh, no, wait. No, your play clock? Sorry. I'm at
my play clock.
Game clock, I'm at 6 minutes now exactly.
Okay, a 3-second difference.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad. Uh-oh.
Breaks loose. Dude, this is getting interesting.
That's what Mark Andrews was hoping his play yesterday was going to be before he fumbled. At least I'm. Oh, and he takes a sack.
Can't do that, man.
Under 5 minutes. You can't take a sack there. Oh, man. Okay.
They was that their first time out?
Did they call a timeout? I wasn't paying attention. I guess they must have.
They must have.
Yeah, after that sack, yeah, they probably had to. Oh, God. No.
Whopper, 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 whopper.
Oh, God, I hate that song. I also hate Burger. I also hate
demonetized.
I also hate Burger King. Last time I had them, I got sick. I got food poisoning or something. I threw up.
Bummer. Burger King used to be the best. it used to be way better than McDonald's, and then Burger King got worse, and McDonald's just kind of stayed the same.
Man, McDonald's used to hit so differently when we were younger. Remember, we always be like, "Mom, can we go get McDonald's?" And
dude, I think it still hits fucking hard now.
Nah,
I don't really ever eat McDonald's, but when I do, it's like, ooh.
Maybe it's just me, but every time I have McDonald's, and this is only for McDonald's, but I always feel like such a fat fuck.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I always end up like hitting myself afterwards.
That's McDonald's for you.
That's true. That is very true.
You rule.
Oh, I guess it was an injury timeout, actually.
Oh.
James Malolo. Okay.
Notre Dame still has 3.
Yeah, so quick throw. No blockers at all, and he gets back to the line. Gets back 4 yards. Third and 9. That was bad. There's no blockers in front of him whatsoever.
I mean, they're taking a lot of time, man.
Oh, what a catch! Touchdown!
No way. Jaden Greathouse. Wow.
Second touchdown.
I hate that you're so far ahead of me. Pause it for like 3 seconds. What?
Okay. Let me know if you're like on like the first play, like on the
on the 2 point.
On like the 2 point, yeah.
I'll tell you when they get up to the line. So they're in the huddle right now.
They're in the huddle as well for me. That Ohio State fan is like, what am I watching? Okay, now they're up on the line.
Yeah, you're still like a second or 2.
Oh, really?
What are they? Wow. What are they fucking doing? Is he open?
Oh, wow! I thought that was going nowhere.
Dude,
yeah, it's funny seeing the Ohio State fans. They're still up. They're still like up. You know what I mean? Like by a touchdown. So like the worry is. I understand the worry, but still, you know what I mean?
This is crazy. What a catch by Jaden Greathouse. Getting PI'd too. That guy was holding his arm.
Yeah, I think there was going to be a penalty, but they picked it up. Just before. Wow.
This is crazy. I can't believe it.
But I think what is gonna piss Ryan off if they lose this is like the fact it took them this long for their offense to like figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to figure it out, show up. They didn't even waste any timeouts, which is so crazy.
Well, not even.
Not
Well,
one.
like the entire that entire second from pretty much that first drive on all the way through the rest of the first half. I don't know if it was the offense just was trying to do trying to do something that didn't work the first wasn't working, or is Ohio State's defense just getting tired from being on the field too much? I don't know.
What's crazy is if Notre Dame wins this, we don't get to talk shit about Ryan anymore.
No, but watch. They're gonna. If anything, that would be hilarious if they pull a Ravens like the Ravens. They get the touchdown and then they fail the 2-point conversion to tie the game, and then they don't get the onside kick.
Yeah, I mean they got to make a stop first.
Yeah, they got to get a stop.
They don't got to call their timeouts yet.
No, they're not. They're not.
Plenty.
They can let the clock bleed. They probably, if they are able to make a stop, they probably could still get the ball before the 2-minute warning too. So they could get the ball back on the positive side of the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts. Of course, it's still
still got to score on a very good defense. So
yeah, and I think if they lose, they'll be kicking themselves for their offense just not doing anything. Oh no, Howard's bounced out to outside. That's my first down. Okay. Now they're gonna have to call a timeout. No, they're not.
They can still wait.
They can give up a first down, but I don't think they can give up another one. If they probably give up maybe one more first down. That's about it.
You just you got to keep outside contain. I know Ryan is just shitting himself right now.
Right, dude. Ryan's got. Did they call a timeout?
Injury.
Oh, injury. Wow, look how packed the offense defense is. Every player for both teams is within 15 yards of the ball. Look at that. There's no deep safety, nothing, because they know on the ball.
This is gonna be a quarterback draw.
Quarterback power, and he gets nothing. Power.
Oh, good D.
He just flying in. Okay, I think I'm still. A split second ahead of you, which.
Yeah, you are, but it's fine.
Okay, so I think Notre Dame just called the timeout.
Oh, did they? They called one before the 2-minute. Because they have the 2-minute timeout.
I saw the time stop, so I think they called a timeout. So they're going to try. Yeah, Notre Dame called a timeout. So yeah, they're going to call a timeout. They're going to try and get the stop before the 2-minute warning. That way, they have the 2-minute warning
and the timeout remaining.
No, it's only second down, so they would have to.
They have the 2-minute timeout, so they can get the ball back with the timeout left.
That's true.
Crazy. They trailed by 24 points.
Look at that. They had 18 points. They had 18 total yards in the second quarter. I need to look back. We'll have to look back at what the hell they were doing in that second quarter. That changed from that first drive. You know what I mean?
They scored 16 points in 5 minutes. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They did. Okay. Ohio State risked throwing the ball.
Oh man, I don't. You got one-on-one with Jeremiah Smith. You might take a chance.
And Howard
nowhere.
Quarterback Howard loses half a yard. Oh, they put some time back on the clock now. Actually, they put like 4 or 5 extra seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, they did. And then Notre Dame calls a timeout.
Second timeout. They're gonna
try to use the 2-minute timeout as their timeout.
I don't think they'll do that. I mean, maybe. Actually, it would be smart if they're able to get a stop here.
No, you don't want to do that because you want to keep one that you can use whenever. So I think if they make a stop here, they let the time wind because they'll get the ball with maybe a play before the 2-minute timeout.
If the clock keeps running, then yeah.
Because you're going to want to keep that last time out in your pocket for at any point. So Riley Leonard is just like, man.
Jeremiah Smith, I think, hasn't had any touches in like the entire second half, if I've heard correctly.
They're going to run it again. They can't throw it here.
If they throw it, that'd be – oh, my God, they're going to throw it?
Oh, 1-on-1. Jeremiah Smith, wide open, touchdown. Oh, he's not going to score. That's ball game. Yep, there's Jeremiah Smith for you. What an unbelievable announcer jinx by
29. What the hell are you doing? You got to man press him there. What the hell are you doing?
What an unbelievable announcer jinx by Connor once again. Right as he says, Jeremiah Smith hasn't touched the ball at all in the second half.
I think that's what they were saying. I think that's what they've been saying, that he hadn't touched the ball at all in the second half. Or that's what like Fowler had mentioned, I think. That's game.
Yep, because they can kick a field goal.
57-yard pass. Yep, that's game.
Wow.
%65% Notre Dame fans, and they're gonna all go home sad, crying home to them mamas. Sorry, that's hilarious. The commercial.
The Duke one?
No, Duke. North Carolina versus Duke. That's pretty good. Guess he's broken up with that girl forever.
Dude, it's been fun. It's funny because using your YouTube TV. So like on my YouTube during the election cycle, on my YouTube, everything was like,
was it all the North Carolina
Democrat? Everything was like Democrat, like Kamala for president, whatever, because I'm in Oregon, right? And then when I would watch your YouTube TV, everything was like Donald Trump.
Oh, because it was all the North Carolina stuff. Yeah.
It was so funny.
There's still a good amount of like of Republican, because North Carolina is really weird. We're a purple. We're a purple state. We have gone Democrat for governor 3 or 4 straight times now.
Mm.
So they went. So Cooper, the outgoing governor, he was there for 8 years. The new guy, Josh Stein, he was Democratic AG. But then the state, and Stein won pretty handily by like 500,000, if not more, votes in a state with like 5-6 million voters. That people that voted. That's a pretty big margin for an election. But then the state went to Trump in the presidential. So it was like they vote party wise at times. It's weird how to explain it. You know what I mean? It's really weird. But it's North Carolina is like a true purple state. So
yeah, it was just it was really funny watching. Like, I can't hear it.
Can't hear what?
I thought you were saying let's hear what they were gonna say, but I can't.
Oh, I was gonna say I can't wait to see what the college football bad beat of the year is. Yeah. Well, that's a false start. I saw he moved.
Yep. Imagine they get their they can't even. Why would you not just kneel it?
That's a good point. I don't know. Because they can't stop it. Well, I mean, after this play, they could.
They have the timeout, but I feel like
They have a timeout. So, but after this, now you could just because with the time, if you kneeled it and kicked a field goal, right? That's still. I mean that's pretty much game. Because I would leave.
Yeah, that's a ball game. That's a 12 point lead or 11-point lead with like a few seconds.
Unless he.
That's a beautiful throw, dude. I need to see if I don't see Will Howard in a Titans uniform next year, I'm gonna be so upset.
You're gonna be really upset when you guys pick like Cam Ward first overall or something or Shador.
I want to see Will Howard in a Titans uniform.
I guess that must be his mom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that his mom? Because she is hyped.
That must be Will Howard's mom, and that must have been like his sister, probably his girlfriend next to her, like her left, to our right.
Dude, he fucking dogged on us so hard. 187 and 2 tuds against the Ducks is so depressing.
You talking about what? You talking about Howard's passing?
No, Jeremiah Smith just.
Oh, Jeremiah Smith. Okay. Well, this is just game. So Michigan, Ohio State, back-to-back natties. That's insane. Has that ever happened?
Twitter is gonna fall apart. That has definitely never happened.
Oh my God, jinx!
Are they gonna take the delay?
I think they're gonna take the delay, or they call it timeout.
Oh, I was gonna say they really wanted to cook every last second out of that, huh?
Well, I get it. I totally get it.
I don't understand how Jeremiah Smith could be second team All-American.
After the season he had?
Yeah, makes no sense to me. He's the best wide receiver in college football. It's not even close.
Who was first team? Who were the two ahead of him?
Probably Luther Burden, maybe Tetero and McMillan. Probably Tetero and McMillan.
Ted. People kept talking about drafting 10 in Dynasty football. I'm like, who the fuck is Ted?
See, I don't like that idea.
What, him trying to run there and maybe fumble it?
You fumble it or fucking break his leg. That's just
maximum chaos is blocking this and returning for a touchdown, and then Notre Dame doesn't get the 2-point conversion.
That would be stupid.
Hey, it's called ravening.
Wish I knew where the remote for this TV. So Notre Dame will get the ball back with no time. If he makes this field goal, it's over. If he misses it, shit could get interesting.
Well, they do have like the most missed.
That's facts. That is facts.
So they have the most blocked kicks, and meanwhile, Ohio State hasn't had a kick blocked all season. So.
So Michigan cheated to win a natty, and then Ohio State paid for their roster
paid $23 million for their roster
from a pedophile's associate.
What?
The guy that's their main donor that literally gives them like all their money was a close associate with Epstein.
Oh, God.
My TV's going to shut off. I don't have a remote for it.
Oh, God, no. Oh, God. Oh, nope, that's game.
Drilled. Ball game. All right, well, I guess we could just end this now.
Okay, cool. We shall end this. I'm going to end it. Tough luck, Ryan. I'm sorry.
You'll be back.
I mean, maybe. We'll see. We have 300 people watching, 298 of them watching through Ryan's Twitter. I'm sure they're all watching and just enjoying his misery because he got to see this loss in person. That's the fact that they made it close like that is worse than getting blown out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is so much worse. They were one play away from maybe making a true game, and their defense just couldn't get it done.
I wasn't too far off on my score. I said 38-21.
38-21. I think I said 31-20.
You know what's crazy about that kick?
I think I came close too. I think I said like 31-20, I think. So I was pretty close too.
You know what's crazy about that kick?
What?
Ohio State covered.
Oh, what were they, like a 10-point favorite? And they
10.5.
10.5, and that's 11?
Yep.
That's like the Chiefs safety that they took. They were like 9.5-point favorites, and then the safety took it down to like an 8-point game, and anyone that took the under or took the Texans to beat to like get underneath the
spread,
cover it. It was a bad beat in that Chiefs game versus the Texans. Well, that is it. That is the end to yet another college football season. We'll be back probably later this week with Ryan talking more about the game, and then obviously now the focus will go to watching the NFL playoffs, preparing for the draft. We'll be streaming the live reaction to the first round of the draft at the very least. So be sure to check that out come April. And now we got a long 8 months.
Yeah, a long off season.
7.5 months until college football again. And this year will be this year we go into Virginia Tech home game. We'll have to figure out which game it is once an actual schedule and times and dates kind of come out a little bit. We'll need to figure that out. Unfortunately, the biggest game of the season for the Ravens, for Virginia Tech, is probably either home game for Miami, but I half expect that to be a Thursday night game, or they start the season versus South Carolina. So that's I don't know. We'll have to see. But congrats to Ohio State. Big Ten back-to-back champions with Michigan and Ohio State now. Next year will be Oregon's turn, right?
Yes, sir.
So, of course, for Lucas, for me, Connor, this has been the Week Zero podcast. We'll be back later, react in a few days, reacting to this game. And until then, guys, have a great day.